Welcome back to the AB Scale Project. I'm Krager, and this is Alpha Bravo, and today I thought I would try out one of the Super 7 Transformers, because it was on sale. So I got the Bludgeoned, so we'll check that out. My ever quest to find a good Bludgeoned. So it starts with a box, just some legal on the back, nothing else on this box. So we crack open this box to find... when it wants to come out, we find another box. And you can kind of see, we'll turn that to see if you can see the Bludgeoned across there, the foil imprinted. Turn around, Decepticon on that side, Decepticon symbol on that side, Bludgeon on that side. Let's make sure you see the other stuff, because everything is black on black. And then Ultimates on the top. Yep, and more legal on the bottom. And we can pull that off to reveal another box. Where we can actually see the Bludgeon, and you can start seeing all the accessories he comes with. So we'll go ahead and open this one up. Pull out the next box. Alright, we'll pull out this box. Yeah, I've already taken this out once, so I've taken all the tape off and stuff, but kind of see everything comes there. You got the Bludgeon with his swords and his extra head. And then you got his turret and extra hands and gun there. Alright, well, I'll pop all this out and we'll take a look at the full thing. And here is the Ultimates Bludgeoned out of the package. And this is meant to be his original shell, so it's pretty cool. Very samurai. Turn around here. It basically has all the accessories that the original shell had. And he has, articulation. The head is on a ball joint. That comes off, and you can swap this out for the other one. And you can swap out the head too. We'll get to that here in a little bit. But we'll go ahead and put that back on, because this is the G1 configuration. Arms are limited by all the kibble, but you can get some posability out of it. And the wrists have a bunch because these come out, but up, down, all around, so a lot of waist swivel. A little bit at the waist. Again, the kibble hits kibble, kind of like this. These green parts hit green parts. The leg kicking out is limited by the skirt. But there is good ankle twist. Decent knee, a little under 9 degrees there. There is some ankle tilt, very slight. And as everything falls apart here as I move him, there you go. Then it takes a little bit to get him back to a good stance. Now, the ones he has on now are the sword hands, so that you can use the wakizashi or the katana. And you do have to, ram them in there. And if you really want it in there, you got to keep ramming some more. Yeah, the thumb does open, and you can try to do the old Star Wars thing of pry it in there, but I'm finding just shoving it in there is the best course of action. Put that on there. There you go. There's got swords. Now, this brings me to the first major complaint, is that this is a huge figure. I mean, look up next to Alpha Bravo there, and you can see he's a pretty big figure. But all the attachments are 3mm pegs. So I could stick this on here. And since it's rubber and undersized hole, it does stick on pretty well. But you do some advanced posing and those things are going to pop right off. And the same thing for the other accessories. The tank turret is 3mm. The gun is still the gun grip. And you actually have 4mm pegs for the hands when you swap them out. I guess we can talk about those for a second here. The hands come with gun grip for each side. So if you want left hand, right hand gun, comes with Metallico pointing hands or kung fu hands. Hand that's the left hand, and then a right hand fist. If you just want to have him go full kung fu with no weapons. The tank turret, you can either stick it on the back here, again with that 3mm peg that you gotta jam in there. And I'm actually worried about, actually you can see I've already stressed that out, trying to get that in the hole. Or you can stick it in this armhole here and do it like the original Pretender shell. So yeah, that's pretty much the basics on this Ultimates Bludgeon. And he is heavy. He is very heavy because like most of the Super 7 stuff, they're all just hard rubber. And just super heavy. They're all solid. They don't make them hollow. So I'm wondering if they could save on some cost by making them a little bit more hollow and not overcharge so much for these. Anyway, let's do some size comparisons so you can see how big he is. We'll bring in the new Studio Series 86, which is back to the original Voyager size, and you can see he's still huge. So, yeah, you could say he's still a Pretender shell, just kind of mock Pretender shell. Bring in our still most samurai bludgeon, which is the Revenge of the Fallen there, and you can see he's taller than that state of Voyager. And you see there's still a lot more G1, definitely a lot more G1. And then our current IDW bludgeon, which is more based on the internal robot than on the outer shell. So, I mean, you might be able to say that, yeah, this is the internal robot of this Pretender shell. I guess you could say that if you wanted to. Yeah, I just think this is a big old chungus. But, again, you can swap the hat to make him look more IDW. You can also pop the head off. We'll see if this works on camera. Or just take him off camera. Pop it off. So you can see his neck sticking up there. And you see the kind of adapter in there that you've got to get out. So I actually popped the wrong side off because you pop this neck extension out in there, and I don't think this thing comes out. Yeah. So, yeah. So to get that out, I've got to get some pliers and pop that out. So we're not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to pop that back on. Try to pop it back on. Maybe off camera because I've got to get... that's as good as it gets. And you'll see even just that motion, and I lost his scabbard. So, yeah. He is an adventurer in these ankles. Some joints are looser than they should be, some tighter than they should be. Overall, yeah. So, overall impression, I still don't have a good opinion of Super 7 after this. It is posable. This started off as stupid expensive, basically leader price point for something that's around Voyager size. Still tall for Voyager, but it's still around Voyager size. Most of the cost went into the weight of this thing, which is kind of ridiculous. There could have been a weight cost, cut there that could have brought it a little bit cheaper to market. Yeah, there's not a lot going for it. Of course, it is a Transformer that doesn't transform. You can say it's a Pretender shell, so there's an out for Bludgeoned at least. The rest of them, like the Optimus Prime and all those, really don't have an out. Yeah, I bought this one just to evaluate the quality of the line, because I like the Thundercats. I like the Silverhawks, and if those continue to go on a steeper discount, I might pick those up. But after messing with this, I'm not super impressed. Which makes me wonder what Super 7 did for their like Super Shogun size for their 2-foot tall Shogun warriors. Did they make those out of out of hard rubber too, and that's why they're so expensive? Because they probably weigh a half a ton. Yeah. So yeah, Super 7 and me just not getting together. All right. Just a quick cut in before we stop this video, so you can show you with his gun hand on. You can see how it has the finger molded out there to go to the trigger. So that's pretty neat. So you can get the full effect of this, and messing with it a little bit more, I found out that the pouches do come off. So if you want to slim down his profile some, well, at least that side came off. I guess the other one doesn't. That might have been an accident. All right. Yay, quality. And the skirts don't come off because the split ends there. So, yeah. That may have been just the glue came off. All right. But hey. He's got a gun. All right. Now to your regularly scheduled ending. Let's go ahead and wrap it up there. Thank you for joining us today on the AB Scout Project. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, ring that bell, and I'll see y'all later.